in this county and the Republic of Kenya. Let your blessing descend upon us here assembled, and grant that we treat and consider all matters that shall come under our deliberation in so just and faithful a manner as to promote your honor and glory, and to advance the peace, prosperity, and welfare of our county and of those whose interests you've committed to our church. Amen. Welcome and have your seats. Let me take this opportunity to say good morning to all of you. Before we start anything, I would wish that we give a brief introduction. And before introduction, I would want to know who is the lead person for the purposes of guidance to the members of the community. Chairman, you will take charge and you give introduction of all the officials and the rest of the members. I see you have a number of them. I don't know whether we have time to mention their names. If you can take less than 10 minutes, just mention your name. Chairman, take charge, please.
Kwa majina naitwa Paul Kiprotich Mosbey. Mimi ndio mwenyekiti wa kitaifa Torobeek Community Association of Kenya. Na nashukuru kwa leo, siku ya leo katika County Assembly ya Nandi kwa kutukaribisha ili waweze kusikiza mambo na maoni yetu.
Mimi naitwa Francis Kisito Kiplimo Kius, National Advisor wa Torobeek Community Association of Kenya.
Thank you.
Kwa majina naitwa Timothy Ator, Vice Chairman, National Torobeek Community Association of Kenya.
I'm Dr. Kipkulei Benjamin, the National Secretary of Torobeek Community Association of Kenya.
Kwa majina ni Jonathan Misoi, mimi ni Organizing Secretary.
Majina ni Samuel Soi, Chairman Torobeek Community, Kericho County.
Mimi ni Jacob To, Patron, National Patron, Torobeek Community of Kenya.
Thank you. I think we are now done with the officials, right? Thank you for the purposes of time and so that we can save more time for consultation and further. So I would want to, before I introduce the members, I'm Honorable Richard Bett, MCA Capture Award, also Chair Labor, Justice and Legal Affairs. I would want to give time to, before members.
My name is Buambok Kibet. I'm the clerk to the committee.
Good morning, everyone. I am Honorable Susan, Vice Chair to this committee. Welcome.
Honorable members, you can now introduce yourself before we resume.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Esther Misoi, member of the committee and the MCA Nandi County.
Good morning, the Torobeek. How are you? I'm Honorable John Bitok Laldim. I am a friend to this committee. I am nominated MCA representing the Ogie community, the minorities and the marginalized. Welcome.
Okay, our chairman, my colleague members, the Torobeek community led by the chairman, good morning. I am Walter Teno, MCA Kabiet, also the member of the committee, and also the leader of majority. Welcome.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. Honorable Lucy, MCA Chepteroi Ward, and member to this committee. Welcome.
Through the chair, members and the Torobeek community, good morning. My name is Honorable Silas Kogo, the MCA Sangalo Keblonik, and also the amicus curiae to this committee. Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Honorable Bridget Songok. I'm friend to this committee and I'm representing people with disability.
Good morning, everyone. I am Honorable Raymond Chelule, MCS Songo Soba Ward, and a member of this committee. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Chief Kemoy Stancy, friend to committee and Nandi County MC.
Thank you. Also with us, we have our legal expert. Let me give him
Thank you,
time
Chair.
to introduce himself.
Kipta Boniface. Thank you.
Thank you. I would also want to know if you have your legal representative.
Through the chair and the membership, good morning. My name is Kibet Awi, legal advisor to this team for the purposes of today's session. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yes,
Before
my name is Shadrach Tarno. I chair the public benefit organizations in Nandi, a friend of the Torobeek community. Yes.
Thank you for that introduction. We now want to give you time to give your presentation and a brief history of the Torobeek community. And before that, I want to say you are rightly placed here, and it's your constitutional right to fight for what belongs to you. If you look at the Article 44 of our Constitution, and let me just read briefly. Every person has the right to use the language. Thank you, Chair, and I can comfortably confirm that indeed we received the petition to this County Assembly of Nandi. We've looked at it, your prayers and items for prayers that you are seeking. I want to say that as a committee, we know Torobeek, they have lived with us, and we recognize you as part of the enough to dig into more details now that you've given your submissions, well detailed. I want to give to your legal and provide direction. Welcome.
Opportunities and political space also, and in job opportunities. That also said, they are also asking that the assembly and especially the membership of this specific committee becomes their champion. They are advocates in terms of really championing their issues, because there are other partners that are non-governmental in terms of support that they can still receive. And with the endorsement of this committee, it will really go a long way in assisting the community. Just to mention some of the non-governmental partners we have in the education sector, we have Wings to Fly from Equity, we have KCB Foundation, Safaricom Foundation, and even our other international partners through the British Embassy, Commission, the British High Commission, and the American Embassy, and other partners, local and international. So part of what they are requesting is that upon the endorsement and recognition by this committee, it will unlock some of those possibilities that they have. So for the purposes of record, I would wish to submit the submissions, the invitation for today's, to attend today's session, the petition itself, a brief history that the officials have documented on the history of, it's quite lengthy, so I hope the committee will have an opportunity to interact with it. We have endorsements from churches across the country, and even from locally from here at the county level, we have the Anglican Diocese of Kapsabet. We have endorsements from around 11 governors from across the country, including our own governor, His Excellency Stephen Sang, through his county secretary. It's one of the documents that we have attached. Various chiefs across the country, ACCs, DCCs, county commissioners, around 15 of them, have recognized that this community exists within their local communities. We also have, he has highlighted the letter from the Nandi Kaburwa Council of Elders. It's dated the 17th of February, 2021, recognizing the Torobeek community as one of the tribes within the Kalenjin community, and encouraging them to pursue then this process that we are now undertaking today. We also have, just for the purposes of record, also I think the PS Interior has done a correspondence towards their issue and towards their plight. So with that, I pray through the chair to submit our bundle of documents for consideration and review by the community. We, just to also give a brief history of the interventions that the community has sought. We have been to several counties. Nakuru County has received the community they have had. They are awaiting their determination. We have been to your brother and sister county of Bomet. They have received their petition. It has been heard. It has been concluded, and the recommendations are favorable. We've been to Kericho and Wasingishu, which are also still pending for determination. I think that basically just gives us a fair overview of the issues, and maybe at the appropriate opportunity, and if members have any questions, we will then be able to address that. And maybe just to conclude on my part, statistically and globally, 7 languages go extinct every year. And alongside those languages are communities and people. And therefore, this committee has an enormous task of either preserving the Torobeek community as a unique culture, or then making them part of the statistic. I would hope we don't make Torobeek part of the statistic. Thank you so much, Chair.
Thank you. Indeed, you've summarized all that. Personally, I wanted to ask a number of questions, including but not limited to recognition by other institutions and other cultural leadership. But I want to say you've summarized it all. Thank you. We shall look into the document, and that will guide us further.
Honorable members, it is very difficult for me to, am I allowed to stand some kind of?
Allowed, you can stand.
Okay. So, honorable members, for me, this is a golden opportunity to be here. And I wish to highlight the same from the local context. Na waja kidogo niongee Kiswahili ndio hata wenyewe wapate kusikia. The reason why we chose to be friends of Torobeek community is because of the capacity they possess to articulate issues. Because of their backgrounds, because of their journey, most of them, for your information, members, are part of witnessing the presence of Dr. Kipkulei. Actually, Dr. Kipkulei is from Nakuru.
we can take 3 questions, then you respond. Let the other members take over.
I think through the chair, I just want to ask, what specific compensation do you want from Nandi County government? What specific compensation do you really want from the county government of Nandi?
Chair.
Welcome, Honorable Kagoni.
Thank you very much, Chair. The community of Torobeek, my name is Honorable Hassan Kagoni. I'm the MCA Kabwareng Ward and a member of the committee. First, let me welcome you and thank you for creating time in huge number to come here to seek prayers in the assembly.
In Nandi, Mr. Tarno happened to mention me and say, Senesi is a bit somehow educated. I want to say my parents were very poor. We were eating rats. Personally, I was among those people who were doing a lot as far as providing food for my family through rats and hunting and catering. So even if you come to where I live right now, it is so rocky, so hilly, and the reason is that it is due to the historical injustices, pre-colonial, colonial time, and post-colonial time, because our parents were assimilated. They were just running from these other places. I remember even my grandfather, one of my ancestors was assisting Koitalel, somewhere, here. But later on, we found ourselves there as a result of a kind of displacement and assimilation. I want to say, even when it comes to education, some of us were educated by well-wishers. And I also want to say, anybody can come from anywhere. Like Moi, he was from a very poor family, but God made him to be a president. So I wanted to say that should not be associated with what we are doing. Anybody can come from anywhere and become anything. Now, from historical point of view, before I come to the other specific, it is true that ukisikia Torobeek ama Torobo, you may only think of people who are in the forest. And you are thinking of it recent, only recent. Because when we talk of Torobeek and the living with the Okiek, we should know what was their origin. They came from Egypt. All of us are Kalenjin. We came from Egypt, from studies. Most of you, you know, you have done history, like the members of parliament have talked. And from historical point of view, when they were in Sudan, later on at a place called Purkey, wali separate, wengine wakateremuka River Nile, wengine wakaenda the eastern part through Ethiopia. And then they come through Marsabit, they come through Isholo. Some even come to Samburu. Hapo Mochongoi, wakateremuka Baringo, wakakuja mpaka Maji Mazuri. Then this other group came from Mountain Elgon, and it is not a very big one. Later on, they converged, all of us, at Londiani, where later on, we dispersed. Mountain, ile hill ya watoto, where circumcision was started. You know, there was no circumcision all the way because they were. Anyway, I don't want to go far. That is not why I'm standing. I should answer the questions. So I wanted to make it very clear that it is not easy to understand. The way somebody say it is a very confusing term. Mheshimiwa, it is And that is why very few people understand us. But as we go along, we shall still understand it well. Because we have some studies, even by the British, which we may not also trust it, because they were not like us. Somebody was asking, like the studies of, there was studies done by Nairobi University in 1978. And we have that document. I didn't come with it here. It made it very clear that we Torobeek were existing. Torobeek is the plural of Torobo. Torobeek are many. Torobin or Torobo is just one. And then Okiek were together. The concept, why we are not, why majority leader was telling us, what's the point of us having more? There's no problem. We can still have more so long as it is our right. Even if we are in small groups, and that is our right, we have also. So the Nandi at first, Kalenjin were called Nandi. The British know Kalenjin as Nandi. This Kalenjin came way back 1940-51 under the assistance of Dr. Towet and the learned people by that time. So I come from Tuken, but Tuken was not recognized. All of us were Nandis, the Nandis. Yet the Tuken was in, the Marakwet, the Kipsikis, and the rest. So when the Okiek carried our name by the Wasungu, because they were more organized and they seem to have been many. So they carried the name, they generalized us the way Nandi was generalizing us. Even the Nandi Bible, it was right because by that time, the missionaries never knew of this thing called Kalenjin, which came around to put us together. So I want to say we were existing. So that the studies of the Mzungu, Brin, 1972, happened to say that Torobo had one problem. As a result of assimilation in different places, the Torobo made one mistake. They don't want to identify themselves as Torobo because they were assimilated. In Tuken, they don't want to come. Even here, they don't want to identify themselves as Torobo. Even some of you may be Torobo, but you don't want to identify yourself because you might lose some votes. But as the Israelites, even when they were in Babylon, later on they came, they say, we are Jews. And so as we don't want to deny that we are Torobos, we don't mind how many we shall be. So the Mzungu Kasema, the problem, Torobo, is that it becomes so assimilated, it becomes so inferior. It does not want to appear. Because otherwise he was going to lose a lot of things. Even now, when we say we are Torobo and we call for election, we shall not get. But even if we don't get now, our children in the future will get it. Even if they don't get, so long as we are given our right. The specific things, Madam Mweshimua was asking, what exactly are these specific things you want? It is true in any family. When you belong to a family, you have to inherit your father's whatever. So if we become only, we are Okiek. Okiek, actually, we were together to Liweka Bachina. When it comes out, our names are not there because the Okiek had identified themselves. And we also assisted Okiek. By that time, even during wakati wa Arusha nini, kama wanataka kitu, we assisted. But later on, our names could not appear. Why? Because it was like hawakuwa to recognize. So tukasema, we thank God for the 2010 Constitution. Our chair, the 2010 Constitution made us to be confident. Because previously, there was nothing like, come, if you have historical injustice. So that Constitution, tunashukuru Mungu, hiyo serikali, hatungekuwa hapa. That Constitution is helping us and is making us very strong. So specific things, of course, You people, you know, we also need opportunities in the government. We need the land. We need to be settled and many other things to be recognized. Somebody said here, Mheshimiwa alisema, surely do you have ID cards? How can we have ID cards, Mheshimiwa, before we are recognized by the gender ministry and we are recognized and be given a God? It is only when you get a God you can be recognized. Because you cannot say Torobeek and it is not existing. And that is why now we are praying God, Mheshimiwa, we are praying God to be given a God.
Honorable Chair, I think I need some clarification.
Yes, welcome.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. I think the member here is, I think the ID card that the Honorable member from Songo Soba is asking is the national ID card. It is not about the ID card that, for example, we have the ID card for those people with disability. But the Honorable member here is asking whether you have an ID card, a national ID card, every one of you.
Yeah, we have.
That is the point.
Yeah, let me, thank you.
And
thank you.
Chair, sorry, could you kindly allow a member of representative of the minority give his views on the difference between Ogiek and Torobos? Yeah. Welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chair, through the clerk and
majority.
Thank you, Chairman. I think you have guided us properly, Chairman, so that we can deal on an issue, maybe some of the prayers which are requested by the Torobeek community. And I want to thank Laldim, because I can see he knows the history very well. So I think on how, maybe I've been seeing Chairman of Torobeek on some occasions, many occasions, maybe on TV, asking some questions. And we told the team, and when you see the whole team, you can see that these are people who are serious. Especially when you see the team, I think these are about the whole pass that they have come to assembly. And I'm happy that Daktari has said it is the first time that he's speaking in the county assembly. So you are very welcome. This assembly is also yours, so that you can push your agenda. My question, Chairman, is concerning what are some of the interventions as used at a mechanism or at agencies, so that they can get this team being recognized. Have they engaged at agencies, so that as an assembly, because you heard about the question which was asked by my colleague member, that what specific intervention do you need from this assembly, so that we can support. And also, as the leader of majority, we don't have any issue supporting a community so that they can get their rights as per the constitution. But we know, we as the assembly, we really need your agenda. What actually specific intervention do you need in this county assembly, so that we can support? And I like to know also said by Honorable Laldim. He has been a champion in all many issues in this county, great county of Nandi. So, Mr. Tarno, we really appreciate the work you are doing. And today you have joined the Torobeek community so that we can support as an assembly and as a committee. In fact, I've seen that file. You have even gone up to the Senate. You have addressed your issue in the Senate. Now you have come to the assembly. And I've listened that the Torobeek community exists in 27 counties. Have you also engaged the other counties, so that we can know as an assembly? Thank you, Honorable Chairman.
Thank you, Honorable Teno. And before I give to Honorable Bet, then I want to confirm that indeed they have received, they have sought intervention from and recognition from other institutions. In the document, there is a recognition from the church. There is also recognition from Cab. I think now, if you look at our In fact, for our record, we were to invite Council of Elders. That one has been answered. Invite religious leaders. You've also submitted the same. And we are now well guided by other organizations. They have given their input in trying to recognize the existence of the Torobeek community. Welcome, Honorable Bet.
Thank you, Chair. I'm Honorable Josephat Bet, alias Kerbes and MCA Kaptel Gamoyo. I've seen Tarno, who is a resident of my area and is my neighbor. First, Honorable Chair, I want to congratulate the Torobeek community. Welcome. This is your home. This is your place. Indeed, this is a marginalized community. We have heard from our honorable member, Laltim, for a very long time. It is long overdue. These people could have been recognized long time ago. I was chair for Torobeek Association. Across the entire country, Honorable Chair, he has really championed for his marginalized community. And I think I'm a friend of the I'm a friend of the legal justice committee, and I've come here as a friend. I've come also as an interested party, whom I want to see these people being recognized.
What was the context?
Katika hali ya hawa kuteseka katika ile safari ya kuteseka, kuna wakati wa compensate integrated IDPs. Ndio tukataja sehemu yako kwamba wakati rais alipokuja hiyo area,
ni kwamba kama manyumba ilikuwa ni 9, wacha sasa ikue 10. Hivyo ndio vile mnasema, si ni kweli? Kama ilikuwa ni 7 ikue 8. Ningependa kusema kwamba kila mtu ako na haki. Ningependa kusema kwamba kila mtu ako na haki kwanza kabisa. Na nimefurahia kwamba mwenye alikuwa anaongea hapa aliweza kutajia kuhusu katiba yetu hii ya 2010. Kwamba imepea kila mtu haki na utembee ukijua uko kwa nchi yako. Ile kitu ningependa tu kuwasihi ndio muweze kufaulu. Ndio muweze kufaulu. Muweke ujanja yoyote kando. Kama unajua kwamba umewahi kupata, usiseme kwamba umekuwa marginalized na pengine serikali tayari imesha kupea 450, imekupea 210 na imekupea eka 5. Wa Mombasa huko ambao wanasemekana walitoka South Africa. Makonde, kuna wengine nini hapo, hata wako wanapata ID. So mpaka leo hawako wamepata ID mpaka juzi. Na mambo mengine wamekuwa wakiwekwa kando. Lakini ukichunguza vizuri kuna mahali ambapo wanafanya nini? Wanapatikana. Inasemekana hii location 3 ni ya sijui sasa kama kuna mahali kama hiyo kwenu. Yenye inaweza semekana yenye tunaweza enda chungu.
This time now I give you time for final submission. I'll give you an invite on that material day. We shall be able to finalize.
First Chairman, waheshimiwa, kuna jambo moja tu nilikuwa nataka nikuzie kuhusu utafauti. Mimi nafikiria hata mheshimiwa, kuna mandugu zangu wengine. Mheshimiwa Shangu tena anaishi pale karibu Keben. Na sisi tumekuwa tukiishi pale. Vile mheshimiwa Lalima amesema ya kwamba hii watu ni mtuwarik. Kama una lako lazima uwe mtumishi wa mwingine. Baba yangu alikuja akawa kukamua maziwa mpaka mwisho akawa driver ya Kapcheptum. Hapo ni 1973. Sisi tumekuwa pale. Ile kitu ambayo iko tofauti na saa hii, hata saa hii vile ambaye ile mwenendo ambaye tunapitia. Hata saa hii tukienda tupita pande hiyo nyingine, mheshimiwa Shangu amesema tumekuwa area hiyo, lakini hakuna Kipkaimet, Kablelach. Lakini mimi nafikiri hata sisi nyinyi waheshimiwa wengine ambaye mnajua ya kwamba jamii ya Ogiek walipata kuanzia Maina mpaka Kablelach. Lakini sisi wasee wetu hawakuweza kufanikiwa kwa ajili ilijulikana ya kwamba huyu sio jamii ya Ogiek. Lakini hata saa hii wanatambua sisi ya kwamba sisi ni jamii ya Torobeek. Wakati mwingi wale wasee wao ambayo walisema hata na wao, nyinyi tafuteni haki yenu. Na nikasema mheshimiwa pale amesema yeye anajua Ogiek. Ni kweli anajua. Kwa ajili tulikuwa wachache. Na ile wa jamii ya Ogiek. Lakini tulianza kutoka. Hata babu yangu alishisi kwa hii umri wa viongozi ambaye nyinyi muko, ndio mambo ya jamii ya Torobeek imeanza kuonekana. Na ndio walisema Mwajamila ni mtumwa. Kitu ile ambaye nilikuwa nataka nikuhusia ni kwamba mimi nilikuwa natahiri pamoja na yao. Sisi kutahiri kwetu ama ile mambo ambaye inatakikana kwa ile utamaduni ni tofauti na ya jamii ya Ogiek. Lakini kidogo ingine inashikana. Lakini sana mingi ni tofauti. Hasa mafuta ile ambaye sisi tunatumia. Sisi kabla watoto yetu hajafika wakati ya kutahiri wiki moja nyuma. Sisi tunaita wasee, kuna wasee ambaye tunaita na mama mmoja ambaye ni shangazi. Anakuja kupaka watoto yetu mafuta. Na mafuta sio mafuta ile moja. Mimi nafikiri wengi wanatumia mafuta moja ile ya ng'ombe na $1 alede. Lakini sisi mafuta yetu ni 3. Mafuta ya korishet, ya oret abatet, utu ya mgongo. Mafuta ya ng'ombe hiyo na iwekwe kwa moto inayeyushwa tuna na jua. Na ile ya kondoo, mengi saruriet. Hiyo 3 inachanganywa. Alafu na hiyo hatuwezi paka watoto ya mtu mwingine. Ni ya watoto yetu tu. Ungetela wao nyune, mimi nafikiri mnaweza elewa tu kidogo ingawa hiyo lugha ikubaliki. Basi tunachukua ile ya watu yote. Unapaka hiyo, lakini watoto yetu tunapaka na hiyo mafuta ya korishet. Nguo hii ambaye tunafaa haikuwagi ya mnyama mmoja. Wanyama ni 3 ambaye ni tisiet, kipnyilet, au korishet. Hiyo 3 ndio tunatengeneza nguo ya jamii ambaye Torobeek wanafaa. Na mambo mingi ambaye iko pale. Sisi kama mtu nataka kupeanwa. Tunafuata hiyo umila kama vile watoto wanaenda kuja wanapakwa mafuta, alafu wanakaa nyumbani siku 7, alafu wanaenda. Na mtoto ikisaliwa, mimi nafikiri ni tofauti na lazima tuseme ile culture yetu. Mtoto akisaliwa sisi hatupeanagi jina kwa siku hiyo. Tunapeana jina tu baada ya siku 3. Tunapeana jina kwa mtoto. Alafu baada ya mwezi 3 ile majina ingine yote napewa. Ya pili, mtu akiaga sio watu wote wanasema ya kwamba mtu ya jamii fulani, nyumba fulani ameaga. Tunaita ile mtu ambaye ameitwa ile jina ya samani ndio anakuja mara ya kwanza kupeana ya kwamba mtu ameaga na igurgure ne igure jijoto so kwengine yeye ndio atakuja sasa kutoa hiyo mambo ya kwamba kuna mtu ameaga. Hiyo ndio nilikuwa nataka niweke ili mjue ya kwamba sisi mambo ya mila ni tofauti. Lakini kwenda kutembea watoto watembee ni sawa. Lakini ndani tuko na mila yetu ambaye tumeandika kwa hiyo kitabu. Kwa hiyo kitabu iko hapo ndani ile vitu ambaye inaonyesha kwamba sisi kama jamii ya Torobeek tulikuwa tukitumia. Ndoni tukienda ile kamba ile ya kuteka mnyama. Sisi tujue ya kwamba hii ni ya Torobeek. Kuna miti 3 ambaye tumefunga. Tumefunga na inet, mimi nafikiri watu wengi wanaelewa inet. Tumefunga sinendet tikitiot na tamoriekiat na usisitiet 3 tunafunga. Alafu tunafunga kwa hiyo kamba ya kuteka mnyama pale. Mtu yetu akikuja anaona tu hii ni ya Torobeek. Kama haina hiyo hatuwezi toa, tunaachana naye. Hivyo ndio ile ambaye tuko tofauti na jamii ya Ogiek. Tunashukuru na tunawaombea Mungu ile ombi ambaye sisi tumeleta katika kaunti ya Nandi ya kwamba mtu tambue kama ya kwamba sisi kama jamii namba 11 katika Kalenjin. Baada ya hiyo mimi nafikiri mnajua ya kwamba kama tumetambuliwa shida ile ambaye hatuna mpaka saa hii hatuna watoto ambaye inasemekana ya kwamba tumeandikiwa. Hiyo tunaomba ili mkitutambua, inafikiri hata na hayo itafuatilia. Ombi letu aswa kama assembly ya kaunti ya Nandi, hiyo ndio ombi letu ambaye tunahitaji wafe nguvu ili muweze. Na leo kweli imefika kiwango ambaye Nandi itafanya ama wamefanya. Hata sasa tuko na jambo ya kujifunia ya kwamba sisi tumesikizwa Nandi vizuri, yetu ilienda vizuri. Nashukuru. Asante.
National chairman, officials of the community, all the members of the Torobeek community, honorable members led by our committee, all the interested parties, I want to say it has been a full day. And rest assured that we've heard you, and we shall always protect and defend your rightful place within the Kalenjin community. We shall not let you down, as stipulated under Article 44 clearly. So we must defend the Constitution that we swore to protect. That Constitution also protects your rights. And indeed, no reason absolutely as to why you are not recognition in this committee. He has indeed confirmed that he lived with you, even though you are more, or rather you are more marginalized, and you are recognized. All these other issues now shall be taken care of. Allow us, give us time, we shall retreat, do our report. And like for the people who have been marginalized, na kwa hiyo siku mtafurahia nyinyi wote, na tunaombea mema, wacha na Mungu awabariki. Kwa wale mmeingia saitwa Richard Bet, Choro Award, pia ni chairman ya Labor, Justice and Legal Affairs. Sasa hii mkutano imefungwa, mkuwe na siku njema. Asanteni sana.